guys, Keto for Real Life people here. Happy Friday to you all. I'm just popping in for an impromptu update on the 31-day challenge. I announced it earlier this week that everyone who has struggled with their keto journey, join in on a 31-day December. I'm just moving you over so that my faucet's not getting to you. A 31-day keto challenge. And the challenge is this: just eat a keto. Sometimes that seems like it's easier said than done, right? So I just wanted to pop in and let you know how it's going for me. I started December 1st. Today is only December 4th, but it's Friday and going into the weekend. I want to encourage everyone to stay keto. Be prepared if you're going anywhere for the weekend or doing any fun activities. We've got a couple of things going on ourselves. Good morning, Elaine. From a beautiful Altadena, California. There you go. Here, let me try to... I'm in dishes mode right here, y'all. So day 4. Here's the thing that was an eye-opener for me. If you've been on my Facebook group, you know where I've been posting about my blood sugar. Now, 31 days of keto to help get you back on track, help you lose weight. Yay, yay, yay. That's what I've been focusing on forever and a day. And I've been on and off plan throughout this year. June was particularly brutal on me. But I will say that I am in ketosis. Oop. Good, I got a silenced call. We'll see what we can do with this. Let me see if I can silence. There we go. All right, that way we don't get disturbed. So I decided to take my blood glucose readings, and I decided to take my ketone blood reading to see where I was. Now, this was the morning of day 3, so I had done 2 complete days of keto, ate very clean, even though I didn't intend to. It was just basic and trying to get myself straightened out. And I was shocked to see that when I woke up in the morning and took my blood glucose, it was 130, y'all. That's not something that happens normally for me. Even prior to keto, long before I ever started my keto journey, I would take my blood glucose and it would be always under 100. So no problems, right? Well, this last year has done a number between my hormones being all over the place, taking hormone replacement therapy and eating off plan. I now fall into the insulin resistance category. So I have higher blood sugar in the morning. I took it later that night. It was 96, which I'm happy for. But even today, day 4, I've still eaten clean, still doing my business. Blood sugar 130 again this morning upon waking. No coffee, no water, no nothing, just immediately upon waking. And it has gradually gone down throughout the day, but still not under 100 quite yet. So for me, that was like, you know what, Nancy, this is just really more than weight loss. This is a lot more. You know, diabetes type 2 runs in my family. It killed my grandmother. I'm always on my mama about hers blood sugar and her A1C. So for me to now be in this category of, hey, your blood sugar is not optimal anymore, was a real eye-opener for me. Now I have more to focus on. I have even more determination now because of that. I don't want to have health problems due to food choices, if that makes sense. Oh, I said it, but it was appropriate. You know how I feel about that. So I really am zeroing in on staying keto this month. I follow Dr. Barry and his wife, Nisha. They answer lots of questions on every health issue. Yeah, I'm very familiar with Dr. Barry and and Nurse Nisha. As a matter of fact, I was one of their very first people. Dory and myself were the first 2 people to ever work with Dr. Barry for first year and a half before he became so popular. And we stayed kind of little. So yeah, I think that y'all need to look up any resources. Dr. Barry, Dr. Westman, Dr. Nadir Ali, Ask Nurse Cindy. I mean, there are lots of good resources out there to help with your issues. I don't personally feel I need to ask them anything. Not that I'm cocky, but I have worked with them and I do a lot of research, y'all. It's just something that I know is going to take time. And I know that the longer that I am keto and stay keto, the better off I will be as far as my blood sugar goes. But that being said, for anybody who happened to miss out on the announcement of this 31-day challenge, there's still plenty of time. It's the fresh part of December. We're only 4 days in. So I just want to encourage anybody who's been struggling to get back on track and encourage you to go into January already keto. And then we'll just do 2021 as a complete success. Life has been really crazy this year for so many of us, and life has thrown us a lot of curves. Situations that we can't control ourselves have really impacted us as a world, not just a nation. So I get it. I fell prey to the stress, the emotional eating, at the perfect time when my hormones and I went crazy. So, it was just a whole messy thing. But what if our new normal sucks and we are going to be facing all kinds of things that we aren't prepared for? So one of the reasons I'm keto for real life people is because real life happens. I mean, it happens on a personal level. It happens on a community level. It happens on a national level, and even global. I mean, things are going to always be going on in our lives that can throw us for a loop. And when we get thrown for a loop, whether it's through fear, uncertainty, anger, financial, whatever the reason is, we have to be strong enough to know that whatever we put in our mouth does not have to reflect our emotions. So this month, I'm just challenging everyone to do this 31-day keto challenge, and just eat keto. Don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about being clean. Don't worry about being fasting. Don't worry about anything except for staying hydrated and making sure that you're eating keto. I said this earlier as well. I don't care if it's dirty keto. I mean, whatever it takes. I think a lot of us, when we started our journey, how many started their journey imperfectly? You started out on your keto journey and you may have not been educated about it. So you had things like, sugar-free puddings that have dextrose or maltodextrin or some undesirable sweetener in there. You might have had Halo Top ice cream, which had a mixture of sugar and erythritol in there. You might have ate too many fat bombs. It's just, we get so caught up in if we don't do it perfectly, then we don't do it. And I want to encourage you, it doesn't matter if you're imperfect, but do it. Do it. I allowed myself to eat off plan for Thanksgiving and throughout the weekend for 4 days, and I slept terribly. I had the most terrible digestive issues for 4 solid days, and my body level of pain was like off the charts. And it's just so funny now, 4 days of being perfectly clean and ketosis in 2 days, which is great, honestly, how my pain levels go down, my energy level comes up, my digestive problems goes away. So beyond weight loss, you guys, the benefits of getting rid of the carbs outweighs the fun of eating off plan. So I thought I would just, like I said, come in. I'm going to see if there's any. Here we go. Lori says, I invite you to my Facebook group, Regeneration Nation. You may see some of your issues in my story. I researched for 8 years to save my own life. Kathy Tittle says, my quick go-to in the beginning was boiled eggs, always on hand. Yeah, do those things that worked for you in the beginning, For me, the things that I ate in the beginning were fried eggs over medium, a tablespoon of butter per egg, 4 slices of bacon, avocados. I mean, I just ramped up my fat. so much. And that's the best way to restart, you guys, is ramp up your fats. For instance, one of the things that I did this week, I had some summer sausage, totally imperfect because it's processed meat, but I sliced it thin and I put a smear, just the tiniest little smear of butter on it. I was in between meals and I was busy and I was getting hungry and I did not want to make bad choices. So I grabbed the butter and I plopped it on top of already fatty meat. Because I did that, when I got my dinner all done, I was like, I don't want to eat this. I just had bone broth because the fat is where it's at. It keeps you satiated. It keeps you satisfied. It kills your cravings. So pick your fat and decide what you want to have with it. My daughter never thought of it that way, and it's a real eye-opener. Get out the amount of fat that you need. If you need 100 grams of fat, pull out 100 grams of fat, measure it out. Butter, avocado oil, coconut oil, MCT, ghee, whatever it is. Pull it out, measure it out, look at it, know what it looks like, and then figure out how to get that in your body throughout the day. Does that make sense? Boiled eggs are a great option, but if they don't have that much fat in them. So if you're going to have boiled eggs, I suggest you do add some fat. They're a great source of protein and they can fill in the gap if you're hungry. So it's an awesome choice and it's an awesome snack. But I say if you can add some fat to it, you're going to be doing even better. If you're restarting completely from the beginning, you do want to make sure you have fat because you don't want to be hungry. You don't want to get constipated, because it's a thing. And make sure that you are eating plenty of foods that contain potassium. Use that salt shaker. Drink that water. You don't want to get dehydrated. You don't want to get your electrolytes off balance. You don't want to get the keto flu all over again. So these kind of tips can help you avoid the keto flu, stay hydrated, stay satisfied. Let me see here. Let's see. By the way, I'm keto too. Love my fat, just not the fat on my body. Heck yes. Yes. Olives are an excellent source of fat. And I will tell you, of the olive choices, the black ones have the least amount of fat. The green ones have a moderate amount of fat. Kalamata olives, which are the red olives, have the most. Every 4 olives has 5 grams of fat, and it is a wonderfully healthy fat. So try some Kalamata olives, wonderful snack, wonderful way to fill it in. Let's see here. Yes. Yeah, 2020 can kick rocks for sure. In the middle of a 36-hour fast to reset, love the keto lifestyle. Way to go, JJ. Good morning from the Cascade Locks, Oregon. Hey, Terry. There you go. Now, I know there's not a lot of you in here, but somebody will pop in along later and see that I popped in. So, not a long video. I've got dishes to do. I got presents to wrap. I got grandkids coming in out of school early today and getting ready for the weekend. So, be strong this weekend, you guys. I posted a post in the community section. It's red. It says 31-day challenge, eat keto or keto challenge. So if you would like to stay accountable, if you're struggling, you are more than welcome to post underneath there. Just keep a food journal or just say, hey, stay in keto day 1, staying day 2 of keto, staying strong. If you've got words of encouragement or you have a question, feel free to post your questions or comments under this video, but there is a post available on the community page. So have a wonderful weekend, you guys. Stay keto strong. I will be coming back at you guys. I'm not sure if it's going to be today, maybe tomorrow, because like I said, I have grandchildren coming in. I do have a recipe. And there's my husband pulling in. I have to turn off my Bluetooth or it'll go into the car. I said I wasn't going to create anything really for the month of December because I really don't want to have to try to eat clean keto and try to create new recipes for everyone. But I did kind of fall into a cute little simple snack, if you will, that is sweet and healthy. And it's super simple. So I want to do that for you guys. It's going to be really quick. So I'll probably do that tomorrow sometime. And they're just pecans, white chocolate pecans with cinnamon. They're delicious. And I think everybody will enjoy them for the holidays. You could make them up in batches easily and have them on hand for yourself, or you can even give them as gifts. So that's about it. Happy Friday, you guys. Remember, fats first, moderate protein, low carb, and get you some.